far, far away.
Hi guys, so I'm so sorry my video has been so late. I've been kind of sick and bad anxiety, like chest pain. May go to the hospital bad. But yeah, so at least I'm here, okay? So our next topic is on meditation. Why you meditate and why you don't. How you meditate and ways or methods of meditation. How you fit meditation into your daily life. If you think meditation is beneficial to your practice in life, and advice to young pagans. Why I meditate. I think I've always kind of done some type of meditation, but as of recently I've actually sat down and actually practiced actual meditation. And the main reason why I meditate is I feel like when I meditate I get all of that negative and awful stuff that sticks to me in my daily life, especially at work. And I feel like when I meditate, it helps me to release that, or to deal with it and accept it, or, not accept it. For some reason, I think it calms my mind, and it helps me to kind of deal with, the hard things. We all go through hard things, and I think meditation makes you kind of relax and sit back, not only think about things in your daily life or things that are going on in your life, but also helps you to kind of deal with those things. The way that I meditate, I do it different ways. One of the things that I always do when I meditate is I count down, just because I have a really, really hard time focusing, and the whole counting down. And all you do is you close your eyes, and on your mind's eye, you kind of see that blackboard when you close your eyes because there's nothing but dark. And I kind of imagine the numbers being written on that blackboard of my mind. And I count up from 1 to 10, or to 12, to 13, whatever, however you want to do it. And then I count again, but this time I don't imagine it on that little, black screen in my mind. I let it just kind of flow. And that helps me to calm down, relieve some of the stress of the day. It helps me to focus. And then that's how I get into my meditative state. A really good book to read on, I haven't really read a ton of books on meditation, so I'm sure there's better books out there. But The Inner Temple Witchcraft has some great exercises to meditate, or how to meditate, and how to get into your meditative state. He talks about doing triggers, things like with your hands that'll trigger your mind to get into that state without having to count down. That's just an idea to use. Everything is different. Everyone's different. Some things will work for me and not work for anybody. You're gonna have to mold it to yourself, and this would be my advice to other young pagans. You don't have to do what everybody else does. You don't have to, oh, this book says, and I really like this author, this book says, to do it this way. You don't have to do it a certain way. And that's the beauty of it all. You can mold it to who you are and what works best for you. Yeah, we all can give you ideas and things to try, but if you don't feel comfortable with it, or it's just not working, then, then change it. Do things that will, work for you. And I think that's the wonderful thing about, paganism, even Wicca, and witchcraft. You can mold some of these things like meditation to where it'll work for you. meditation in your daily life. I know it's very hard, and I can appreciate this because, I am, my husband's a truck driver, so he's on the road a lot. So it's typically me, the animals, and my son, to this big old house. We have this huge house. And I work 12-hour days, probably about, 50 to 60 hours a week. And it's really hard to even find time for me to meditate. It's hard for me to even do rituals or to find time to devote what I want, to a ritual. And that's just something I'm going to have to work on personally. And, some things, that I'm doing in my own life. But, the best thing, I like to do breathing practices, and because my job is so stressful, I honestly think that I meditate probably about 8 or 10 times in a day. Maybe not meditate to where, you get into a deep meditation. But I do kind of do the breathing exercises, and one of the breathing exercises is to inhale through your nose for, 3 to 5 seconds, and exhale for 3 to 5 seconds. When you're inhaling, envision that you're inhaling this pure white light and exhaling all this dark, awful, negative energy that's, bothering you at the time. A lot of the things I go through at work is very stressful. So, I kind of just have to sit back and do a breathing exercise. And that's kind of my, my daily meditation, because I don't always have time to, sit down and devote or even have time to myself actually to meditate. So that's just kind of something that you can, bring into your daily life to, enhance or do meditation on a daily basis. Because, it's unrealistic to say that we can meditate, every day. Now, if you're, if you can wake up early every morning to meditate, that's great. I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. and if I were to wake up at, say, 4 a.m. to meditate, it's just not going to be a good meditation for me. I'm going to be tired, and I'm just not going to want to do it. So, you want to pick a time of day that's, it's going to work for you. A time that you're going to be uninterrupted. Come on. Look at my animals. They're all the time doing something. There's always something distracting me from what I really want to do. So, you just got to try to find some time where you can lock yourself in your room without any animals, without any kids or family members or roommates, what have you, that you can sit in quiet and meditate. And it's not, it's not always feasible to do it on a daily basis. You just kind of have to, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, Every day is just not feasible for some people. Kind of like me. When I meditate, a lot of the times, I guess because I wouldn't call myself a Christian witch. I wouldn't go that far, but I do, pray, I guess. So in meditation, I think it's beneficial to my practice because, I'll ask questions or guidance or please give me images that will mean something to me or, anything like that. And then, the best thing to do is keep a journal. I keep a meditation journal. So every time that I meditate, I write down what I saw, what I did, and I try to interpret what it means to me right now. And I've had some, really great meditations. It's all about imagination. You got to let your imagination go. You can't really, this society has put, our imagination has kind of like lowered it instead of, encouraging it, which I think is kind of sad. But you just got to let your mind go. Let it do whatever. If you want to imagine yourself laying in a grassy field, then then that's fine. If you want to imagine yourself on a busy street, that's fine too. Just let your mind run with it. But I would, I write it down because I think my meditations or where my mind takes me is, going to enhance my practice, because I think that it's, something like tarot. It's a glimpse or guidance maybe. And that's how that's why I think meditation is very important. And honestly, if I didn't meditate, even if it's once a week, I feel that, my anxiety would be 10 times worse. And it's, some things that you go through in life are just hard to deal with. And I think meditation helps you to deal with hard things in your life. So yeah, that's my take on meditation. I'll leave a link to my personal page. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Blessed be. Oh, that looked like Nixon. How about this?